The symptothermal method is based on fertility signs, the primary ones. So science has proven that women have 3 primary fertility signs. Women who learn the symptothermal method definitely use cervical fluid and definitely use basal body temperature. And the cervix position is an optional fertility sign.
It's a way of having an awareness of your fertility by using different signs of your body. That would include your cervical mucus changes and your basal body temperature within the context of other things you can use to know when you have fertile times of your cycle and non-fertile times of your cycle to help you either achieve pregnancy or prevent pregnancy or to make a barrier method be more effective.
I don't think I knew like the whole method. I think I knew that there were ways that people use like natural forms of birth control, but I didn't know that it was so structured and that there were like so many rules that made it effective. I thought it was more like, you know, you kind of guess like when's a safe time, when's not, or maybe, you know, I even confused it for a while with like withdrawal method. So I didn't know it was like such a rigid and like tested method.
My cycles were so off. That was the only way I could tell my cycles were off, was by taking my temperature, seeing what's really going on and understanding what was going on. I mean, 1 month or 2 months and he knew, my physician knew, okay, well, this is blah, 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 this, we need to do that, we need to give you this, you need to take progesterone, you need to do that. Boom, and I was pregnant 3 months later.
Regardless of if somebody uses it for birth control, or if somebody uses to get pregnant and has luck doing that, you know, regardless if they use it for any of that, just understanding and knowing their bodies is going to have a profound impact on their lives.
The biggest surprise my clients have shared with me that they have after taking my workshop is that a woman is not fertile every day.
When the cycle just starts changing and you're not quite sure what's happening because it's all over the place and different symptoms start happening in your body, it's like this, you know, monsters take over. It's still an effective way to be able to interpret what's happening. You know, even with the night sweats and the hot flashes, it's very interesting to be able to say, oh, that's happening when it's this phase. And so it's just yet another way that it helps women understand themselves.
It's been really valuable for me in that way. You can really see what's going on with your hormones, see what's going on with your body. It's a really good time to kind of check in and see how you're doing, and you can, you know, gain a ton of information. If you are having some hormone imbalances, you can really see that on your chart and determine, you know, what you need to work on to bring yourself back into balance.
She can gauge her overall health and find out sooner rather than later if there's something going on down there that shouldn't be going on. So some of these would include vaginal infection, irregular bleeding, and that's just by checking in with cervical fluid checks. Now, looking at a woman's chart and seeing the snapshot of her health in that cycle, there are things that she can learn that are going on with her health, such as whether or not she's ovulating, if she's having a short luteal phase, if she has insufficient progesterone, if she's having other hormonal imbalances, or if she's having recurrent miscarriages. And so by charting fertility signs, a woman has access to her body literacy. What's going on with her body that cycle? When I ask clients, what's the first word that pops into your mind when you hear the word fertility? They say, having babies. So that's ingrained in our society. Fertility means you're ready to have babies. Stay away from fertility. You don't need it until you need it, right? And that is not the case. So having thriving fertility is important for a woman whether she wants babies or not.